Hello from the offices of Karmayog. Karmayog is, the Meta NGO that does everything. And this week, they have spearheaded an initiative for which I'm talking to their 5 interns who are all students of management studies at SIES College in Navi Mumbai. All 5 of them are in their first semester of MBA school and had no idea what they were getting into when they were assigned the Joy of Giving project at Karmayog. Karmayog's initiative is about donating and receiving books. They're acting as a middleman, helping people who have books in excess link up with people who need books or institutions who do. I'm going to let the interns tell the story. With me are Rohit Sarvate, Nikunj Devani, Vivek Sharma, Anand Makhija, and Nikhil Thomas. Vivek, will you tell me a little bit about the Joy of Giving Week?
Well, actually, Joy of Giving Week is an initiative by Give India. Okay, this is a celebration wherein people are going to give for the entire week. It starts from September 27th and ends on October 3rd. And they have kept the week in such a way wherein Gandhi Jayantis are included in this particular week. And there are many initiatives by the corporates which are participating in it. ISB is participating in it by means of shadow a CEO, wherein students from ISB are going to bid for a particular CEO and they get to spend entire day with that particular CEO. And the amount which they spend in bidding of a CEO, the CEO also gives the same amount and the amount goes to the charity.
Okay.
Similarly, the colleges are participating by Joy Fest, wherein they organize cultural events in their colleges, and whatever money they collect by the sale of tickets, they're given to the NGOs in their respective localities. Mm-hmm. So this entire thing is like the joy which you receive after giving.
Okay. So it's nationwide?
Yes, it is nationwide, all across India. People are participating from every corner. The response so far has been great. There are people who want to participate. There are celebrities who are endorsing it. We have seen many articles coming up in Times of India. On the front page, we had an article wherein Sachin Tendulkar was promoting it. Each and every person, they wish to contribute, and especially the youth, they are coming in big way. They say they want to give. 88% of the youth says, yes, we want to contribute, we want to give back to the society, but they don't know how. So this Joy of Giving Week is a platform wherein they can come and participate in their own way and contribute to the NGOs. So they are participating in it. They are very enthusiastic about it.
So Nikunj, will you tell me a little bit about how people are contributing to Joy of Giving in your initiative?
Yeah, the Karmayog as an NGO has started this initiative, Donate Book, Receive Books, and Karmayog is basically an NGO which acts as a link between a donor and a receiver. It has more than 17,500 NGOs registered with them, and these NGOs appeal different things and appeal their needs to Karmayog, and Karmayog tries to fulfill that needs. So this initiative, Donate Book, Receive Books, is wherein donation drives are carried on by the volunteers and interns like us who are from colleges, and these donated books are then actually given to institutions like public libraries or say municipal schools or NGOs which educate slum children and such other NGOs. Karmayog appeals to various corporates or institutions, colleges, various social clubs, and they act as a collection center for these books, and after that these books are collected from these institutes by various NGOs in the local areas where these colleges are situated or the institutions are situated.
Okay, great. So will you tell me more about the corporates then, please?
Exactly. We had this drive a couple of months back where we looked at people who could donate their books and then link them to the needy people who actually received them. We realized that to reach a wider audience and also to solve the issue of having collection centers, offices were one major place where we could target. So we realized that offices was one major place where we could target. So we approached corporates to set up collection centers in their office premises so that a lot of their employees could also come up and donate books. And also, there would be ease of having the collection center in their premises itself. By the way of our initiative, we have close to 7 corporates who are working with us over this week for our drive. Tata Teleservices, I must say, has contributed in a big way, where all its 22 offices across the circles in the country are contributing to this initiative. Wow. TCS in Ahmedabad is doing it. S. Kumar's Nationwide in Bombay is doing it. Wonderman, a subsidiary of Rediffusion, is doing it in Bombay. Barclays Bank is doing it. So we got a lot of corporates, and indirectly it touches a lot of people too. The idea is to give them contacts with NGOs so that their relationship is also further strengthened.
do you have an idea of how many books have been collected yet?
So far in the 6 centers of Tata Teleservices, close to 1200 books have been collected. Whereas the other local centers like the one in Ahmedabad and Bombay, collection has been a little slow, but we still look for more books over the next 2-3 days.
Anand, will you tell me a little about the institutions that you're working with?
As part of our assignments regarding the NGO project, I personally had an opinion, why don't we start up with our college itself? I mean, that's the basic platform we have right now. So we went there, we had a setup for the collection set as a book collection center there, and we could have a very good response there, as in like we went to each of the classes, have a briefing done, as in like we expect each one of you to at least donate one book so that we can expect anything from outside. Then after a couple of days, we got a fantastic response. I mean, we got a call from the college that we are also ready to give clothes. I mean, then we went there and we went again there and we set up a collection center for clothes as well. And then again, I mean, in a couple of days, we could just see, 3 cartons of clothes being collected. So the response was pretty good. And then the second move was to go to Lions Club Chamber. And then a couple of days, we could just see it as in like around 50 to 60 books were collected there itself. And then there was also people, calling us, mailing us. And there was a mail from Sevadam Thane. They were wanting to have some spiritual books for the prisoners who are there in prisons. So we could manage to around two dozen Bhagavad Gita books for them. So, I mean, there's a good response. Actually, people don't have time, but they need a push. Just a push, and they can go forward and help any and every one of them. So let's be a small part of this big initiative. That's our motto.
Anand, will you tell me about the individuals you've been reaching out to for the book donation drive?
Yes, when we started promoting this entire campaign, Donate Book, Receive Books, we received lots of replies from the individual. How can be they a part of it? I mean, everybody wants to be a part of it, but they don't know how to go about it. So basically, what we suggested people to set up a collection center either at their colony premises or the residential housing colonies, or they can donate book at various collection centers which are already set or which are already set up in the various corporate houses or the Karmayog office itself. We have also set up various collection centers at institutions such as SIES College of Management Studies, the Lions Club of Chamber, as well as the Oxford bookstores in entire country. So they can be a part of it by donating books over the collection centers. Also, they can collect books as a they can act as a collection center.
So what has the response been?
We have received various replies, as in they have collected 200 plus books. An individual. They have collected via their friends, they have collected via their cousins, relatives, and the institutions where they go to college or school. So the response is pretty good. Yeah, it's great.
Excellent. So how do you guys feel about this as interns when you started here and you were given this project? Did you expect to be doing something on this scale?
Yeah, as in I never ever worked with the NGO. I was completely unknown with the functioning of an NGO. The experience is very pleasing. As in, I could never expect more than this. As in, it's great.
Okay.
Well, over the course of the last week, I had a chance to go to an NGO based out of Vadala, where they actually look at educating slum kids. So the idea where I am able to contribute to their education by providing them books, probably in a very indirect way, by helping Karmayog manage this event, is a really fulfilling exercise for me. Because one thing I realized is, when I was in school back in my days, I used to take these simple things like books and pencil and stationery for granted. And these kids are trying to have an education for them without these things. So coming up with an event of this magnitude to ensure that each child gets to read something so that his knowledge is increased is a really fulfilling experience for me.
When I was involved in this NGO activity, I didn't expect that we are going to be involved in an event which is of this scale. And after being involved, I see a lot of people who work selflessly with very little profits. And we being MBA students, what we are thought is like profit motive, and these people work on a level which is above it. So this was something which was great.
Very good. Maybe this is the joy of your giving, yeah?
Exactly.
Before this initiative, basically it was an assignment for me of 15 days or say as a part of our curriculum. But actually after coming here and working for this initiative, it was like self-motivating for me, and I felt satisfied internally that I'm of some help to the society through this initiative.
I think this was the first task I have done, which is a selfless task. And I still think every one of us has something inside us who should go forward and do something for the society by just giving their small time. A small thing from your side can be a big thing for them.
Thank you so much. And I want to know what happens at the end of the week when you have all your books, yeah? Okay. Thank you.